What's going on, guys? So this is supposed to be part of my Blank Man series. I can't even say it. I don't know if I can even spell it, to be honest, but I've had some problems with those because that might be considered bullying. A lot of sensitive people in the world, and I'm not even allowed to make fun of myself while bettering myself. Not allowed here. So the title has changed to something new. So the future videos pertaining to this subject will be whatever it says up there, whatever I come up with. That's friendly for everyone, I suppose. So yeah, this is just a vlog talking about the weight loss and stuff. This particular video, I just want to talk about a lot of the comments that were made on the Flex Pro Meals video. I showed that unboxing and was basically just talking about the food I was going to be eating, the fact that I'm going to be, attempting to lose weight again. Or I shouldn't say attempting, because that sounds like I'm doubting myself. I'm going to be losing weight. I have lost some weight on that system so far. You'll see an update video on it when I get around to it. I don't know exactly how much I lost, but I have been losing weight. And, there's lots of comments there, and I would say the majority of people are trying to be very helpful, which I very much appreciate. I really, really do appreciate. There's so many genuine people out there that are trying to help. I had someone send me a message about like a local Craigslist ad for a microwave. I couldn't respond to that message, so I'm going to mention it in this video. That's how nice people are. I mentioned in the video, hey, my microwave's broken. So someone's like, we got to get Jeff a microwave. Hopped on Craigslist, look for this, that. By the way, I think Craigslist is also censoring now. I heard something about that, so maybe if you guys know about it, you can post it in the comments, but they're not allowing personal ads now. Anyway, so thank you to the person trying to hook me up with a microwave through Craigslist. The microwave deal, it's part of a bigger picture which you guys may hear about in the future. I'm not talking about it right now, but there's a reason why I'm not fixing my microwave. There's a couple reasons. The first reason is that I can live without a microwave. Microwaves are usually used to cook crappy frozen food, right? In the case of these Flex Pro meals, they come frozen, so the directions are for the microwave, but it's worked out totally fine in the oven, which you'll see in my my video of all the stuff when I was done with it. But yeah, the microwave, it's just not something, it's not something I really need, you know what I mean? There was plenty of people living without microwaves before they were invented. The only thing I miss with the microwave is heating up a cold cup of coffee. Now I have to throw it out and just make more coffee. That's basically all I really miss it for. Leftovers. If I have leftover food, it is a pain in the butt to put in the oven and slowly heat it without drying it out, as opposed to just nuking it for a couple seconds. But all in all, it's a good thing not to have a microwave. But there's a bigger picture there, like I said, in the future, maybe I'll touch upon. Anyway, so the comments on the weight loss stuff. Thank you really to all the people who are genuinely trying to help. There's a lot of sarcasm in there, oh, this fat guy trying to lose weight again, that kind of stuff. It's not going to happen, or oh, you lose weight but you gain it back like you did before. I understand where those type of people are coming from with that, but to each their own. For the people who are trying to help, there's always people out there. I should say two types of people in this particular situation. The first one is, I did this, do this, it'll work. Okay, and the other person is, why can't you just do this? Why can't you just not shove food in your mouth? It's not that easy. Being obese, being overweight is different. If you're 10, 15 pounds overweight, so what? I'm talking about being obese, being 100 plus pounds overweight, over what you're supposed to be, putting a stress on your body, your organs every single day, having problems like joint pains and fatigue and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about like seriously being fat. And some people look at me and they say, hey, you're not that fat. No, I'm pretty fat. Different people carry it differently. If I carried it all on my face, maybe I would look fatter, but I'm fat. I'm way overweight. I'm over 100 pounds too much. That's a lot. If you're carrying another person with you, that's too much weight. So it's not just like personal, oh, I want to look better. It's about health. It's about wanting to look better. It's about having, confidence and all that kind of stuff. But for me, because I had a taste for skinny, I had a taste for being healthy and not being tired and waking up, feeling like crap. And like I said, the joint pain, being able to run and not getting tired, it's amazing. I've talked about that when I was skinnier. But it's not, there's plenty of people out there that want to help, and I appreciate that. But the main point that I want to make is that not everything works for everybody. And I will say that every single diet out there works for the people who stick with it. Long term, who knows? Some of the diets are not healthy long term. It'll help you lose weight in the short term, but it's not good for your body to not have certain nutrients, stuff like that. A lot of people said keto. Keto works for some people, sure. In my particular case, a lot of people had commented, because of this video, they commented, oh, there's too much fat, carbs, too much protein, too many calories for these different food dishes in that meal plan. Well, the calories, any combination of 3 dishes is around 1,500 calories, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. 1,500 calories a day, that was all I was eating. I was sticking to the plan. That was the point of actually trying it how it was supposed to be. It wasn't like having one of those meals and then snacking on something. I was sticking to it very closely. And having about 1,500 calories every single day and doing moderate exercise, and when I say moderate, I mean moderate. A little walk around the block, like a mile, maybe not even a mile. A couple jumping jacks, some sit-ups, a little bit of weight, lifting at home, some barbell stuff like that. I mean, I'm talking a total of maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour a day of exercise. Weight and cardio, combined. That helped me lose weight. I lost weight on it, Is that going to work for everyone? Probably not. Just depends on the situation. But the biggest point I want to make, and what I commented to someone was, everyone's metabolism is so different. And some people, I know people who are skinny that look great. They look healthy and fine. They eat crap. They eat total junk. All right. I mean, like their insides, they're so unhealthy because of their diet. People who live on like Cheetos and Oreos and, coffee and like Monster and stuff like that. I mean, just they're ruining their body, but it's all internal. You can't see it. They look awesome. They look like healthy, skinny people. They might even be fit. They might have some muscle definition and stuff, but they're just ruining their insides. And then there's people on the opposite side of the spectrum that may look overweight or chubby and stuff, but they eat very healthy. Everybody's different, and that's why the health craze, all these different fads, they work for some people, then everyone wants to try it because they see those results, but that's what it is. It's a fad. Keto diet, I'm sure it's worked for a lot of people. It's a little too extreme for some people. Maybe if you're skinny already and it's hard for you to lose weight because your body wants to hold on to a little bit of fat you already have, maybe that's something that works for you. But is it a fad? Right now, it's a big thing. Everyone's talking about, do keto, it works. Works for that guy, it worked for me, it worked for you. 10 years from now, are people even going to remember what keto is? Is anyone still on Jenny Craig? Is anyone still doing the Atkins diet? I mean, all these hundreds of different diets and programs to help lose weight from the past helped a lot of people, and for some people, it just didn't work. For the people it didn't work, more than likely, they just didn't stick with it. Like I said, if you went on Jenny Craig and you stuck to what they said to do, you'll probably lose weight. It'll cost you a lot of money, just like some of these meal plans. But it's about really being consistent. That's all it is. I'm far from an expert on weight loss and what works, but what the point I'm trying to make here, what I know for a fact, is that everybody's different. And just because it worked for one person does not mean it's going to work for someone else. And that's why when I lost weight the first time, I didn't really go into a lot of detail as to what I was doing, because I didn't want someone else to do the same thing and not get the same results and feel bad like there's something wrong with them. Everybody's different. Everyone's body, their makeup is different. So there's a couple constants here, like calories. That's the one consistent thing that carries over through a lot of different, exercise programs and weight loss programs, not exercise, but weight loss programs in general, is the fact is if you burn more calories than you take in, you'll lose weight. That's the only real constant, I believe, in the entire industry of trying to sell people things that make them lose weight. Whether it's books about how to lose weight, whether it's meal programs to lose weight, whether it's just information. That's what people are trying to sell, is information. We all know how to lose weight, right? Did you ever see the, I think it was Mad TV skit, the Eat Less, Move More? He's trying to convince the woman, how to lose weight. It's a pamphlet. One side says eat less, the other side says move more. It's a really funny skit. But anyway, that's really what it comes down to. If you are massively overweight, like I have been most of my life, the vast majority of my life, it's because I had very poor eating habits. I ate crappy food. I ate too much of it, and I didn't exercise enough. It's really that simple. But on top of that, I have horrible metabolism. You know, I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I can spend, and I've done this my whole life over and over again. I'll spend like a week or two just hardcore exercising, diet. I can lose 10, 15 pounds in 2 weeks, and I can put it all back on in a day or two, you know, just by going back to, you know, eating what I want. I do have an addiction to food. You know, that's something that not a lot of people talk about. Being addicted to food, having an entire lifetime of eating whatever I want and not caring about nutrition has hurt me. You know, in a mental way, I have an unhealthy relationship with food. So anyway, just to recap here, because I don't know what kind of rambling I've done, some points I want to make in this video. Number one, thank you. Really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all the people who are commenting and sending messages, because you truly want to see me succeed and you truly want to help. If you've done something and it's helped you, I know you're passionate about it and you want to, you know, tell the world, and I can appreciate that. So thank you for that. But the other point I want to make is everyone's different. I know what works for me. I've tried a million different things to lose weight. The biggest thing I have to focus on really is being consistent and being patient. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight. There is a healthy way to do it and an unhealthy way to do it. Yes, of course, I want to drop as much weight as fast as possible, but I understand it is a long-term thing, and it really is supposed to be the rest of my life. It's not supposed to be a diet. It's supposed to be a life change. It's what we all hear. It's repetitive, right? It's not a diet. It's a life change, but it's true. You can't. Everyone can lose weight, but what happens with overweight people? You gain it back. Why? Because you don't want to change your life. You don't want to change eating what you want, overeating, eating at poor times, you know. These are all bad habits. You know, food is an addiction for a lot of people out there. People focus on drug addicts and drunks, but, you know, food addiction is serious, and it is a problem. It's a mental problem for a lot of people. And also, it's just like a lot of other things. When you grow up in that environment, if you grow up, not necessarily an environment, but if you grow up with these bad habits and you have them most of your life, it is really hard to change. You know what I'm saying? We all know to walk forward, right? What if for the rest of your life you have to walk backwards everywhere? It'd be a little difficult, wouldn't it? So for the people who are skinny and have no idea what it is to be fat, and to comment like, well, hey, dummy, just stop eating so much, you know, why don't you get out and exercise? It's just, some of you might trying to be helpful, but for the most part, you're just being sarcastic, and like I said, it's just not something you can understand. So those suggestions are just suggestions. And although it seems nice, it's a little deeper than that. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for now. I will definitely do more of this series in the future. This is going to happen. I'm going to stick with it. I know some people are doubting me, even saying that right now, like, oh, okay, you know, rolling your eyes. I have to do it. And I know I've been here before. I've made this speech countless times in my life. I can't tell you how many times I've sat and said, you know what, this is it. It's definitely happening, and it didn't happen, you know. You never know what the future holds, but I will tell you one thing, is I have a lot of stuff going on in my life that I'm not happy about, that I cannot control. And the one thing I can control is this. So right now, I'm more motivated than ever to lose weight, because there's a lot of chaos going on in my life, and again, I might touch upon that in the future when it's appropriate to do so, and you guys will know all about that down the road. But yeah, I mean, this is the one thing that I have control over, and it's important to me to succeed, to really, really succeed, to lose the weight, and to keep it off this time. I know I can do it. I've done it before. I just have to, you know, stick with the mindset. I've talked about this in previous videos. But when I lost weight the first time, it was stress and depression that put the weight back on. You know, it was a girl thing, you know, and any guys out there are in love or thought they were in love, you can definitely, you know, understand that. You know, it can mess you up. For a guy, you know, at least a straight guy, a girl can turn your world upside down. And that's what happened to me. But I landed the right girl this time. And when I do lose the weight, that won't be an issue. So I want to say wish me luck, but luck has nothing to do with it. This is a lot of hard work and sacrifice. And I'm willing to put that time in. I'm willing to put the sacrifice in and get it done. So I will do it. I will succeed. I will try to stay very positive. There will be bumps in the road. There'll be things I don't like. There'll be, you know, days I don't do as well, but I can never stop. I have to keep pushing forward, and I will, and I appreciate all the support. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time, as always. And I wish you guys luck too. Anyone who's following me on the journey or has been, when I started losing weight the first time, when I dropped that 60 plus pounds, so many awesome people wrote messages, hey, you're an inspiration, I lost this, and you guys surpassed me. When I stopped doing it, you kept on, and you're still continuing, and I think that's awesome. So congratulations to all of you out there who are doing that, and keep on keeping on. I'm coming back. I'm chasing you. Now I'm behind you, but I'm chasing you. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.